Hey folks, TJ Milam here with you. Going to talk a little bit about concealment in the sport of IDPA. Concealment as part of the game has been around since the sport's beginning, and it's present with us now and will be certainly into the future. It's one of the things that separates the handgun sport of IDPA from other shooting sports. So what we're dealing with when we come across the idea of concealment is we're wanting a shooter's holster, gun, and gear to be concealed from sight of someone who is standing. This means that whatever garment you use has to cover all of your gear. Now in my hand, this is the vest I use. It's a $15 vest that we got at Bass Pro Shop, and it's done well for many years. We put the vest on, and I'll show you what we're talking about with having your gear concealed. Now, the test for seeing if you are concealed is to stand with your hands and arms parallel to the ground and having no part of the holster, gun, magazines, or their carriers to be visible from a standing SO or anyone else who is standing. If everything's covered, then you're in perfect compliance with the rule of concealment in IDPA. And all shooters have to be concealed with the exception of active military and active law enforcement personnel. Now, a few issues come up when we talk about concealment. First of all, what can we do and not do with our vest? Well, what you can't do is use any type of zip tie, weight, artificial stiffener like metal or wire to brace and open up the vest so you can get a better and quicker draw. What you can do, and I know this may be on your mind, you might be thinking, man, if I just had a little bit stiffer vest, then I could compete with Bob Vogel. Well, IDPA says, here's how you do that. Get you some starch and starch that dude down until it becomes stiff as a board. Then you'll have old Bobby V running. Now, the common concealment item that we find in IDPA is a vest like this. Some vests are just cheap like mine. Others are a couple of $100 and very stiff, made out of very tightly woven material. But I've seen everything from a sports coat to a trench coat and just about everything in between covering the gear and putting shooters into compliance. Now, it might come upon you sometime that you get to the range and you realize you forgot your vest. Some of us have done that, and some of us have even got to the range and forgot our guns. But if you get to the range and you have no vest and no external concealment garment, you've probably got enough on you to meet compliance. Most of our shirts can be used to cover up our gear and put us into compliance. That's all that's needed, and you're good to go. And by the way, the gun and holster that I'm using here is a Smith & Wesson 625 45 ACP, the biggest, largest, heaviest, baddest handgun that has ever been used in IDPA. So if you can conceal this bad boy, you can conceal anything. Hope to see you on the range.